Once upon a time, in a land full of color and blooming flowers, lived a tiny girl named Thumbelina. She was no bigger than a thumb and lived happily with her flower friends in the magical flower kingdom. Every morning, Thumbelina would ride a bumblebee over the flower fields, laughing as the petals tickled her tiny feet. The sun always shone brightly, and the air smelled sweet like honey and roses. But one day, something strange happened. The sun stopped shining. A cold wind began to blow across the kingdom. The flowers started to droop, and frost began to cover the petals. Thumbelina looked around and gasped. "What's happening to our beautiful home?" she asked her butterfly friend, Lila. "I don't know," said Lila, shivering. The cold came out of nowhere. Soon, everything was covered in ice. The once bright flowers were now trapped in frozen crystals. Thumbelina called an emergency meeting with all the bugs and flower creatures. "We need help," said Thumbelina. "But who can stop this frost?" A wise old ladybug spoke up. "There is someone far away in the north. Her name is Elsa. She has ice powers, but she also knows how to control them. Maybe she can help us." Thumbelina decided she would go find Elsa. "I may be small," she said, "but I will do everything I can to save our home." With a warm scarf and a petal backpack, Thumbelina climbed onto Lila's back, and together they flew through the cold sky toward the north. They flew over icy rivers and snowy forests until they reached a big, white castle made of sparkling ice. Elsa was standing on her balcony, watching the snowflakes fall gently to the ground. She saw Lila and Thumbelina flying toward her and smiled kindly. "Hello," Elsa said. "You must be far from home." Thumbelina explained everything, how the flower kingdom had frozen and no one knew why. Elsa's eyes filled with concern. "I will come with you," she said. "This sounds like powerful magic." She placed Thumbelina gently in her palm and called Olaf and Sven. Together, they started their journey to the flower kingdom. When they arrived, Elsa looked around at the frozen flowers. She held her hand out and touched the ice. "This isn't from me," she said, "but I can feel the magic." Suddenly, a loud crack echoed through the garden. From under the snow came a cold, glowing creature, an ice sprite named Frista. "I made it cold," shouted Frista. "I was tired of being alone. No one invites me to their spring parties." Thumbelina stepped forward bravely. "We didn't know you were there, but freezing our kingdom isn't the way to make friends." Elsa walked closer to Frista and knelt beside her. "You feel sad, but hurting others won't make you happy. Let us be your friends." Frista blinked her icy eyes. "Really? You're not angry?" Elsa smiled. "We forgive you, but you must help us fix the damage." Frista nodded, and together, she and Elsa raised their hands. Blue and white lights swirled through the sky as the ice began to melt. The flowers woke up one by one, shaking off the frost and blooming once more. The birds chirped, and bees buzzed happily. The flower kingdom was saved. Frista created a tiny ice castle next to the flowers, where she could live peacefully and be part of the kingdom. Thumbelina threw the biggest spring party ever and invited Elsa, Frista, Olaf, Sven, and all her new friends. Everyone danced and sang under the sun, and the flower petals sparkled with happiness. From that day on, whenever a cold breeze blew through the flower kingdom, it was never scary. It was just Frista playing gently with her new friends. And Thumbelina learned that even the coldest hearts can bloom with warmth when given kindness and a second chance.